Welcome back to Madman Review. In this video, I'll talk about the 6 handguns that I just can't stand. Seriously, I'd take a pointy stick over any of these handguns any day. So why do I dislike these? Various reasons. Some just feel weird in my hand, some kick back like a mule, and others, they're just cheap junk. Remember, this is all me, alright? Just a madman's opinion. I've personally tried a lot of different handguns out there, and from all of that, I've narrowed it down to these 6 that I really can't stand. Hopefully, I can save you from some of the headache down the line. Ready to jump in? We're starting with number 6. As always, we're going from kinda dislike to absolutely can't stand. Number 6, Bond Arms Bullpup 9. Let's dive into number 6, the Bullpup 9 by Bond Arms. If you're looking for a pocket-sized 9mm pistol, this handgun might seem like a dream. But wait up, it has a couple of quirks, one of which is the slide doesn't lock when you're out of ammo. As far as reliability, the Bullpup 9 supposedly never misses a beat. It'll gobble up any ammo, but only if it's from the company's approved list. Try any other brand and man, this thing might just sputter and cuff. So if you're thinking of saving some bucks by buying ammo in bulk, think again. Or else brace yourself for non-stop clearing due to FTEs and FTFs. I've even heard stories about bullets separating too if you don't use the recommended stuff. Crazy, right? The way it works is kind of funky. Its magazine is more like a magazine clip. No follower here, folks. Bullets slide in forward, sticking out from the base. When it's action time, the bullpup pulls the bullet backward to line it up with the barrel. That's probably why some bullets, if not crimped right, might fall apart. Now, another hiccup, the recoil. Man, this little guy's got some kick. Its unique design makes it a tad tail heavy, so it's got a bit of a snap when it fires and can make the muzzle dance a jig. If standard 9mm recoil gives you a start, imagine the kick with plus P ammo. If you're not a fan of recoil or have a lighter grip, you might want to pass on this one. Oh, and one more thing. That quirky bullpup trigger, it's got this exposed hammer that can give your thumb a little love tap if you hold it too high. They call it a hammer slap. Kinda like hammer bite. Just a heads up. So yeah, the Bullpup 9, it's got some unique charm, but unfortunately, it made this list. Number 5, Beretta 80X. This new 380 auto pistol from Beretta seems to be the sweetheart of the YouTube gun world. Every review I've watched is all roses and rainbows. Maybe I'm just the odd one out here. I mean, I've got hands that are on the larger side of the spectrum. Something about the rear strap on this gun digs into my shooting hand like nobody's business. Now, taking a look at this, the gun's beaver tail, for some bizarre reason, angles downward. What's up with that? There's no need for such a gap for the hammer. This thing jabs into my hand like one of my crazy exes. After just 2 mags, it's already left its mark. Literally, this gun seems to be out for my blood. Size-wise, it's chunky for a 380 auto pistol, but despite its bulk, it's got a kick to it. Blame that on the blowback operation. So, when you've got this beefy 380 with a decent 13-round capacity but a recoil that would surprise a mule, it falls short compared to others, like the Ruger LCP Max or the Ruger Security 380. It's also surprisingly more expensive than either. I bet a lot of folks are going to take issue with this, considering the sheer number of cheetah fanatics out there. Don't get me wrong, these are solid guns. Dependable, precise, with good capacity. But for my money, that safety decocker, open-topped slide, and the not-so-friendly beaver tail, not for me. Honestly, maybe it's just a big hand problem. But hey, that's just my take on it. My biggest gripe? The blowback operation. And that weirdly angled beaver tail, it's been a sore spot for most dudes I know with larger hands. For the $800 price tag and the reputation it came with, I was expecting a lot more bang for my buck. No pun intended. Man, Beretta really dropped the ball with this one for me. Number 4, Smith & Wesson Airlight Model 340 PD. Smith & Wesson's bragging about this Airlight model being the featherweight champ in the 357 Magnum category, and honestly, they ain't lying. You'd be hard pressed trying to find anything this light or small in the revolver game, especially from big names like Colt, Ruger, or Taurus, rocking an aluminum scandium alloy frame and a titanium alloy cylinder. It's kind of mind blowing to think a revolver this compact and lightweight can handle full house 357 Magnum loads. It's like looking at a Chihuahua and realizing it has the bite of a pit bull. When you're taking size and strength, this little guy is punching way above its weight class. Nothing in its league even comes close. But as rad as the Model 340 PD is, its featherlight feel also makes it a royal pain to shoot. I mean, seriously, what was going on in the brainstorm session at Smith & Wesson when they dreamt this one up? Yeah, I get it. Lighter guns are a breeze to hide and don't weigh you down, but why on earth would you chamber it in 357 Magnum when a 38 Special plus P would have been a softer ride and still got the job done? And for those about to chime in with a whole why not just shoot 38 Special plus P loads spiel? Sure. Cleaning those 357 Magnum cylinder chambers after shooting a ton of 38 Special plus Ps feels satisfying the first couple of times, but do it over and over for months on end? Trust me, the novelty of it wears off real quick. Why not just snag a Glock 33? Sure, it's a tad bigger and heavier, but without that chunky cylinder, it's way sleeker. Plus, its factory mag holds 9 rounds of 357 SIG, so that's more firepower than the Smith's 5 357 Magnum rounds. Need more? There's aftermarket mags that can pack up to 14 rounds. And bonus, the Glock 33 doesn't try to break your wrist every time you squeeze the trigger, like the Model 340 PD does. Number 3, Standard Manufacturing Double Barrel 22 Magnum Revolver. The thrill I felt when I first got this double barrel 22 Magnum revolver vanished faster than you could say misfire. I mean, sure, the gun has its cool factor. That's probably the only reason it isn't at the bottom of my list. But cool doesn't necessarily mean functional. The sights, almost comically short. The accuracy, let's just say it left much to be desired. And don't even get me started on that weird grip feel. Oh, and spoiler alert, it malfunctions. A lot. Let's break it down. The capacity sounds good at first, 8 rounds, but that's deceiving since it fires 2 at once. Yep, it's a double barrel revolver. Super unique, but not super effective. Good luck hitting a target from a distance. You might have better luck just chucking the thing at it. Number 2, Alor Corp. At first glance, you'd be forgiven for thinking this handgun is some kind of a cigar lighter. But no, it's actually a single-shot 9mm pistol. The design? Let's just say it's intriguing. You load the bullet onto a shelf with its primer worryingly exposed. Then, you pull back the trigger to fire. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. The mechanics of this firearm, or for lack of a better term, a mess. Number 1, American Derringer Model M4 Alaskan Survival in 4570 Government. Capping off our list is the renowned, or perhaps notorious, American Derringer Model M4 Alaskan Survival. Sounds fancy, right? First things first, good luck trying to snag one because it's become a rare collector's gem. Sort of like spotting Bigfoot, but shinier. This bad boy is like the mullet of guns. Business in the front, party in the back. Let me explain. Let's look at it. It's got 2 barrels. The bottom is all cool, calm, and collected with the 410 shot shell. But the top, hold on to your boots. It's got the 4570 Government. A round that's like the Hulk in bullet form. If bullets had a heavy metal playlist, this one would be headbanging to every track. It's like a monster truck in a world of sedans. But here's where things get wilder. This gun, which has more kick than a mule that missed its morning coffee, weighs only 16.5 ounces. That's lighter than your average campsite skillet. Can you imagine the thrill? It's like trying to hold on to a rocket during takeoff. The burning question: why the heck was this thing made? Maybe it's for those who wanted their cowboy moments to be a bit more diehard. Maybe it's just to have bragging rights at the range. Whatever the reason, they're not making them anymore. It's now the stuff of legends. So if you ever come across one, tip your hat to it. It's a wild stallion in the world of ponies. And if you shoot it, well, buddy, you're in for a world of pain. And that's my list of the 6 handguns I hate to shoot. If you've got handguns of your own that you'd rather not shoot, definitely sound off in the comments. If you enjoy this video, consider dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button too. Thanks for watching.